Good morning. So I'm here with Miss Hankins and her granddaughter, and they've got a Christmas story for us this morning.
Yes, I am so excited to read a Christmas story. It's called The Christmas Star, and it is by Marcus Pfister. And Landry Faith is going to help me today. The night 3 shepherds were visited by angels, even their sheep were agitated. The shepherds gathered around the campfire, talking in excited voices. An infant king, without lords or knights, but strong, stronger than any king ever, and yet kind and merciful. He will be a king of peace and joy. Let us go to Bethlehem to see this newborn king, said the oldest shepherd. But how will we find him? All we know is that he is wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. If only we could fly above the city and look into every house, just like the stars do. Surely these stars know the place of the Holy Child's birth. The 3 shepherds were looking up in the sky when suddenly the stars began to move. Slowly they flowed toward one another, closer and closer, until finally they merged into one single magnificent star. This star with its shining tail swept a radiant glow across the deep blue night. Then the star slowly dipped toward the horizon. Hastily, the shepherds packed up their belongings, and they gathered the sheep together and followed that mysterious star. It was guiding them to Bethlehem to see the Holy Child. There was a king who lived in a beautiful palace in the east. That very night, the king saw that star, and he remembered a prophecy of old. It was said that there would be a king of kings, a lord of lords, and a prince of peace. After many painful years of war, he and his people longed for a time of peace among the nations. And from his great balcony, the king and his attendants watched the star. Its shining light reflected like the sun off of the golden domes of his palace. This child has come to show us the way to peace, said the king. I will go and welcome him. The bright star in the heavens will guide me. So the king rode forth from his palace, bearing precious gifts for the young prince. That same night, he met 2 other kings who were also following that star. He spoke to them. Let's go together to the Prince of Peace. Let us give him our gifts, our faith, and our love. So the 3 kings journeyed through the desert toward Bethlehem. You want to get the 3 kings? That's the 3 kings. Then the brilliant light of the star penetrated even the darkness of the deep forest. It must be the full moon, thought the wolf, and the wolf began to howl. But when the light grew stronger, the curious animals ran to the edge of the woods, and they looked up to the sky. Okay, that's good. The owl was waiting and gave them the news. A child has been born, the owl told all of the animals. A holy child who will love and care for all living things. The bright light in the sky is a glorious star calling us all to go to Bethlehem. Drawn by the light, the animals went fearlessly on their way. The star finally came to rest over a tiny stable. It was bathing it in clear light. Everyone wanted to welcome the Holy Child and celebrate the spirit of harmony that had brought them together. So the mountain lion lay down with the sheep. The fox laid down with the rabbit, and the powerful kings from the east talked like brothers with the humble shepherds. Quiet and peace nestled over the land like a blanket, and inside the stable the holy child fell asleep, and the glorious Christmas star blazed its beacon of hope over all. And this Christmas, I hope that you all have a wonderful Christmas, and let's think about the birth of baby Jesus. Merry Christmas.
Thank
Till then, bye, land.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for joining us.